This is a quick tutorial on using the case utility to override a case or permit status within PLL. Because the case status is driven automatically by the result of tasks in the workflow, this utility is typically unneeded. Circumstances in which may require its use would be converted permits where the case status does not necessarily agree with the actual workflow or state of the permit in reality. To access the case utility, go to Maintenance and Case Utility. This menu item should be restricted to particular users that have administrative authority to make such actions, because many changes can be made to the case via this utility. The case utility will present you with a search screen in which you can specify a type, a particular permit or case number, a particular status, a date range in which it was entered into the system, and other items. For this particular case, I'm going to put in a query for all permits to start with 2007 that currently have a pending status. Once I have entered my search criteria, I may also want to specify a particular type. So I can enter in a permit type using the keyboard, or I can look it up and say, in this case, an SWGR, and then hit search. The case utility will return all permits that meet that criteria, so they contain a 2007 in the case number, it's an SWGR type, and it is pending. It will also show the checkboxes that appear to allow me to select multiple permits at one time to perform actions, but note that the utility only allows a single case to be updated at one time. So if I want to change the Westbrook Point single-family residential roads from a pending status, which is current, to a new status, I would select the Change Case Status To option, and perhaps I would change this to Expired. Once I have set my criteria, I hit Submit. The system will return that the record has been updated and the status will have changed. It will also have removed that particular case from the results because it no longer has a pending status. So I could continue this for other permits as needed. You will see, and it will remove it from the list. Again, the case utility should be used sparingly and really only to address certain logic and systematic issues previously to the use of PLL, because for instance, in the stormwater grading permit, this pending status is changed automatically to active upon passing of the stormwater EPSC inspection, and the status is also automatically set by the system to close when the SW final, the final grading permit inspection is performed. So it is usually unnecessary to use this utility, but in this instance where we have converted permits or permits that have basically stalled out even though they haven't gone active, we want to expire them out of the system. So this is a good use of it. But just note that there are other functions available to the user who has rights to this menu item. They can renumber the case, they can change a case status, and they can actually delete a case here. So this needs to be reserved and restricted only to particular users that need to use it.